wonder why only a few folks in the society are successful. Out of every 100 persons that takes off in life, only 5% of them end up becoming real successful. About 10% of them to 15% or 20 may end up becoming self-dependent. The rest of them end up being poor. There are certain things winners know that has become their secrets, which they do. And these are the things that I'll be exposing in this piece. The scripture in Mark chapter 1 verse 35, the scripture says, and rising long before it was day, Jesus departed into a solitary place to pray. Then when the day broke, his disciples came to look for him, because people came looking for Jesus, and they found him in a solitary place praying. Now Jesus is a typical example of a winner. He came to this world with a mission. He fulfilled the mission. Among the secrets to the success of Jesus was this one in Mark chapter 1 verse 35. He arose long before it was day and departed by himself into a solitary place to pray. It shows that there is a correlation between his secret prayers at such moments and at such places with his successes in terms of miracles, in terms of hearing, that is acceptance, in terms of fulfillment of his mission of reconciling mankind to God. So Jesus had that regular practice of withdrawing to a quiet place to pray. Let's look at 10 things winners do from all walks of life. Number 1, winners have a clear dream to pursue. About 95% of the majority, if you have asked them, they have vague dreams, and that's what they pursue. They pursue this one today, they pursue that one tomorrow. They are never stable in doing one thing, and there's no concrete conviction about anything. They just flow with the current, whatever it's obtainable in the society, they just dabble into it. But winners have a dream. They know they have a mission, they have a purpose that relates with their mission. And once they identify it, it becomes concrete in their mind, and they set out to pursue it. Number 2, winners create out of nothing. Winners don't wait for the availability or presence of all raw materials before they set out to take action. Once they have vision, they are convinced about their purpose, they tend to create from nothing. They create from nothing. So winners are creators. Take Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook, for instance. There was nothing anywhere like Facebook before he created one. And today, we are making use of Facebook. Facebook has become the most popular social media platform across the globe. Number 3, winners pursue their dreams like madness. What I mean here is that winners are focused people. In order for winners to pursue their dreams like madness, their winners have got a rare combination of persistence, patience, diligence, and tact. They maintain perspective as they pursue their dreams. You can't dissuade them. They are ready to pay any price to accomplish their dream. Elon Musk, for instance, talks about his insane work ethics, giving more hours into his work day than most people, and that over time paid off and mounted to the success that is known today. Number 4, winners seek the latest information available. Winners are people of information, they are people of knowledge. Prince Solomon, for instance, credited to be the wisest man who ever lived, said in Ecclesiastes chapter 12 that there is no end to making books, there's no end to seeking knowledge. Solomon says, learn as much as you can. So winners are people that glean on information, they glean on knowledge. They have identified a dream, they have identified a purpose for their life, they are focused on it, they glean on every information available to make them successful with it. Before Wilbur and Ovile were able to invent the aircraft, for instance, they gleaned on every information available along the line. People had made attempts to create the aircraft, they couldn't. So Wilbur and Ovile demanded for these informations. They read them, even though they were not schooled to degree level or even a diploma level, but they gleaned on every information that was useful to enable them build upon that which they had and then produce or invent the aircraft. Today we all use the aircraft from their the wealth of the reservoir of their knowledge or information. Number 5, winners develop and master a winning strategy. Every winner has a strategy that is akin to him or her. So you must know who you are. When you talk about Dr. Benkasi, he said when he was in the university, he was not performing well in medicine, but he remembered that his mother had made him to be a reader. He was an avid reader from the primary level to the high school level. So he fell back to reading. The moment he relaxed back to reading, self-teacher method, he stepped up academically, and before he became a world-class scholar, and over time he became the best neurosurgeon globally. Scripturally, winners have strategies. Jesus is a winner. Apostle Paul is an example of a winner. Moses is an example of a winner. David is an example of a winner. Daniel is an example of a winner. Esther is an example of a winner. So every winner you see in scripture has got a strategy. As for David, he relied heavily on the strategy of praise. He knew how to win God's presence, get God involved in his pursuit through the medium of worship. Now, as for Moses, he was deep at going to the mountain to pray. So the fact that Moses was a man who often go to the mountain to pray doesn't make it a key to everybody intended to be a prophet to go to the mountain to pray before you can ascend into the prophetic realm. You need to know the strategy that works best for you. So winners have strategies and style. The strategy can correspond with style. How you do your things. Maybe as a speaker, how you talk, how you present your things. The next point is winners bury their scars in the successes that follows. Every winner has got scars because winners are people who have failed most of the time. Winners perhaps fail more than every other person in society. They attempt a lot of things, so they fail for most of the time. A few of the successes they have is what projects them as public figures or phenomena. So they learn how to bury their scars. They leave their scars where they belong. You don't reiterate the issue of your scars, the setbacks you encountered, the attacks you faced. You don't keep reiterating them or mantra of them. You don't keep them in your mind. These things will kill your drive as a winner. Put them where they belong and focus on your successes. Number 7, Winners choose the lonely path when necessary. Winners choose the lonely path when necessary. Yes. There are times when, as you move on and get along as a winner, the lonely path becomes necessary. Because in most cases, not everyone will agree with you. Not everyone will agree with you. That's why Margaret Thatcher said, and what great cause can be won under the umbrella, I stand for consensus. So beloved, if you're waiting for consensus, you'll never achieve any great feat. People will criticize you, they'll say all sorts of things. Those who don't even know you will give you names that you can't believe about yourself. So take your ears off them, take your eyes off them. When necessary, when the majority says no, you just have to pull out of the majority and take the lonely path. Jesus took the lonely path. It was only those folks who became his disciples that followed Jesus. Majority of the people, the Pharisees, who were the religious leaders of his day, the scribes were the religious writers of his day, and the Sadducees were the other religious sects of his day. All of them disowned Jesus. Jesus to them was not religious even. He was not a prophet. He was not a child of God. He was not, a believer. He talked more of him, the Son of God that he claimed to be. But the truth is, whether they accepted Jesus or not, he remains the Son of God. He knew it. So you just have to know who you are. And if the majority of the people pull out of you or won't take it, leave them alone, get along alone. But when you become successful, they'll join you somewhere along the line. That's what all winners know and do. The next point is, winners never accept the word defeat. Winners never agree that they are defeated. This is what I mean. As someone with a winning mindset, you set out to do something, you failed at doing it. Rise up again, over and over until you get it. For instance, Thomas Edison, in inventing the electric bulbs or tube we use today, was said to fail for 9,999 times. Then he attempted one more time and he got it right. And today we have the light tubes we are using, the product of Thomas Edison's invention after 9,999 failures. This is what it takes to be a winner. So as a winner, prepare to fail many times. That doesn't mean that you won't make it. Keep trying. The more you fail, the more you try. If you are not failing, you are not trying. Try more. And then along the line, you will get how best to do it. If there's anything you should pick up from failures, that is to learn why you failed, so you don't repeat the same thing. Now, in bringing the Ark of God's covenant to Jerusalem, David and the people of Israel went out, but somewhere along the line, God's anger came against Uzzah, and Uzzah died. Now the ark was taken to the house of Obed-Edom. 3 months later, David had researched what they did wrong that made God's anger to break out against them. When he got it right, he went back again and they brought the Ark of God's covenant to Jerusalem, and David and Jerusalem became blessed. The same way the house of Obed-Edom was blessed when the Ark of the covenant was kept there. At the first time, David failed in bringing the Ark because he got the processes wrong according to 2 Samuel chapter 6. But when he got it right, the Ark was brought to Jerusalem, and the presence of the Ark in Jerusalem, Ark of God in Jerusalem, correlates with the presence of God's anointing and power in Jerusalem, and that made David to become successful. Jerusalem became a city of God's refuge and God's blessing, center of commerce. The next point is, winners take criticism as compliments. If you want to win, you're ready to take criticism. People will criticize you, take it. Friends will criticize you, take it. Even your loved ones will criticize you, take it. enjoy criticism. Criticism is like money for a winner. So don't snub the criticism, don't attack your critics. Take it. Criticism is a compliment of a winner. The more you win, the more you expect criticism. Sometimes some of the criticism are constructive. So take it. The reason why most people criticize you is that they are tempted to do what you are doing. They failed at doing it. Now that they are doing it, instead of them to come to give you an accolade, they come to give you criticism. So when they give you criticism, take it as an accolade. It's a compliment. Another thing about criticism is that criticism helps publish you, and that makes you more popular. So your critics actually, those who destructively criticize you, help you to go far. The last point is number 10. Winners aim higher after each win. Now, anytime a winner wins, he aims for another win. That's that about winning. So, Jesus, for instance, was able to raise disciples from this crowd of people. Some of his disciples were stark illiterates, so he raised them. That was not enough. Because he was able to raise them, he aimed to use them to win more disciples. And today, Christianity has got over 1.2 billion followers, adherents. That's because every winner aims higher after each win. That's a secret. Now, when Jeff Bezos started out, most of us thought that he was going to be okay with the success he has reached through the platform of Amazon, but now talks about the blue origin. His next dream, he says, is how to make humans a multi-planetary species. You see, after winning big through Amazon, the next move now is to make Blue Origin a company, a platform that can make human a multi-planetary species. So no winner finishes here and then stops here as long as it's alive. Aims higher. So let your successes fuel you to aim higher. For instance, Jesus, in winning on earth through miracles, through preaching, through teaching, through making many disciples, he aimed to get back to his throne in heaven, which is a higher place than here. Now he's back here. The next thing is he's aiming to take us, the believers, back home to heaven, where he can now reign with us, because his kingdom in heaven will be more beautiful than the kingdom on earth. Reigning on earth cannot be equated with reigning in heaven. So as a winner intended, every win should inspire you to seek out the next opportunity to win bigger. So these are 10 things winners do, and if you embrace them, I promise you, you will be among the 5% of the society that lead the successful. These 5% I'm talking about are those who are living the wealthy life. They have amassed fortune and they can now give away to the society and leave legacy behind. I pray that you receive the spirit of winning. Go and win with excellence and diligence in Jesus' name.